If y'all lived during the early 2000s, you would know about Bionicle. Now, Bionicle was was launched by Lego, and they were going more for the articulate, building it yourself, like what Lego did. Lego was always about build your imagination with bricks. Now they went more of a complex kind of building way. I don't know how to pronounce it, but if y'all lived in and saw Bionicle, you had the toys, you had the books, you had the play sets, you were building them. It didn't matter if they were Tahu or Gali. It did not matter. And heck, they even had in 2003, Bionicle Mask of Light was released. And it just so happened that they had a game, which I played the game. I watched the movies. Hell, my brother had the figures. I have the figures. I have, Bionicle. I have the Takanuva. What was it? The Takanuva, excuse me. And I even have the Bionicles from Legends of Metro Nui. But there's one thing that still to this day irks me. Bionicle had a video game. It was called Bionicle the Video Game. And basically it had sort of the same storyline as the movie, Mask of Light. But there's one thing about that game that just irks me. How the fuck does Takanuva fly? I mean, last time I checked, Liwa was the one who flew because he was the spirit of air. He was the jungle Toa. But Takanuva's the Toa of light, and he has the power of light, which is what gave him the ability to beat and defeat Makuta, who was the main villain of both the movie and the game. Basically, the main villain of the whole franchise. But where did he get the ability to fly? Can anyone tell me that? Can anyone be a kind soul and tell me, where did this happen? Is there a plot hole? Did I miss something? Is Takanuva one of those Toas that his mass power is the power to mimic or absorb powers from other Toas and use that power for his own? I mean, that's the only way I can understand it, because we've seen that many times. If you watched Heroes and you know the character Peter Petrelli, he had that ability. That's the same ability that Gabriel Sylar has. He has that same ability to mimic or absorb other people's powers and use that power for himself. So, if that's his mass power, okay, cool, great. That's the only way I can understand it. But how the hell did he find his mass power? You don't even know about mass powers until you were watching the movie Legends of Metro Nui. Can anyone be a kind shepherd and guide me through it? Because that's it. And if you guys are having trouble understanding, check this out. Check these two clips out. I'm gonna show you Liwa, and I'm gonna show you Takanuva. Check these clips out. Check them out. See what I'm saying? How does that work? I can't with this. I can't with this, because there's always something that has bugged me, and yet there's no answer. I told someone that, and they said, well, EA Games has a reputation for making shitty games, especially movie games. They make the games months and months before the movie's released, and it has nothing to do with the movie. It's got the story of the movie, but it's got nothing to do with it. And there's a lot of inaccurate facts and things like that. So if it's because of that, okay, fine. But that explains why EA Games isn't really around anymore, at least from what I've heard. What you gonna do?